Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra. Today we are going to start this makeup off look with this Innbeauty Project Extreme Cream. This really preps the skin for makeup and it firms and tightens the skin. And plus I was feeling a little bit dry today, so I wanted to add a little bit of this to my skin. And I just rub it all over. So I'm rubbing it into my a little bit down my neck and just, I don't know, I feel like I probably should have moisturized with my regular moisturizer before this video, but I was like, you know what? I guess I need a little bit of cream. All right, so the next product I'm going to be using is my Caudalie Beauty Elixir. And this, again, just kind of preps for makeup. It's the smell of it. It's the tingle. It kind of like, I don't know, feels, I don't know how to explain it, like herbally cool against your skin. This next product is my primer. This is going to help my makeup, any makeup that I put on my skin, really stick. And I'm using the Milk Makeup Hydrogrip Primer. So I rub this everywhere as well. There are a particular few primers that you'll only want to put on the T-zone. But this one is more moisturizing and it's also got like that sticky, grippy feel. And so it really makes any product you add on top of it really stick. But because I've added 3 different products right now, I had to dry my skin off because it was a little too wet. So next we're going in with brows. And I do skip over this part, but I'm using the Urban Decay Brow Blade and Cool Cookie. I've been stuck on this product for a while now, along with my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Gel. And then I decided to do lips. So I'm going to be using the Bare Minerals Mineralist Lip Gloss in the shade Trust. It's almost like this apricot peachy color. And then I line my lips after with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Liner in the shade Cool Brown. Because, of course, I adore this lip liner. It has probably been my favorite since I found it. The pencil shape is kind of like, I want to say triangle, but I think it's actually square. But it's softly rounded. And it's probably one of my favorites. I actually, if you guys want a comparison, it would be similar to Makeup Forever, the Color Statement, or maybe it's Color Statement, but the lip pencil from them. I have a couple of their I think I've got a walnut color for lip liner and then a black and a brown eyeliner, and they're really good as well. For, I want to say, in quotation marks, foundation today, it's more like a glow product, really. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Hollywood Filter 5.0 Tan. This doesn't really give much color. It's more of a glow. It doesn't give coverage. I can't even liken it to like a face cream or like a really light coverage. It's not. It does have coverage, but not like you'd expect a foundation to have coverage. It's just going to basically make your skin glow, and it does lighten up my forehead a teeny tiny bit. As you can see, it kind of does, I guess it does kind of make your, like all of your face one color, which is technically what foundation is supposed to do. So I guess in that respect, you could call it like a foundation product, but it doesn't cover up like acne scars or pores or anything like that. So next I'm going in with my bronzer. For me right now, I really need to match my skin to my, like the rest of my body. So for me, I'm using the Nars Laguna 3 bronzing cream. And then I do go in with the Fenty Stalk'r Instant Warmth Bronzer in Caramel Cutie after. So this is really going to make my face similar to the same shade as the rest of my body. And I love this product. Normally when I use it to contour. I'll put it under my cheekbones to make them more prominent. But right now, because I am more tan, I like putting it on my prominent areas of my face that really stick out when you suntan. So on the top of my nose, on the front of my forehead, the tops of my cheekbones. And it really makes a difference in just like overall skin tone. And this color, Laguna 3, suits my skin tone perfectly. If you're a girl who also uses like Hollywood Tan 5.0 and darker shades, this color is phenomenal. And I love it so much. Okay, so next we will be going in with blush. And I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in 05 Luminoso. Lately, I have been stuck on this blush, and if you guys want a very good recommendation for a cheaper blush from a drugstore, Milani has a lot of good makeup. I have a lot of their lip liners, I've got their blushes, and I think at one point, I think I do actually have some of their lip glosses too, and they're really good. Maybe next makeup video, I will bring them out and show you guys. They're really pretty, and I don't know why I don't use them more often. I think it's just placement within my makeup stash, and they're to the right of me, but I do have a couple, and they're so pretty. All right, so for concealer, we're using the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer in C16. This is got to be the darkest shade that I have. So you're going to see here that it matches my skin tone a little bit more than any of my other concealers. It probably is the darkest one that I have. And it's pretty dark. It actually matches my skin tone here pretty well. And I've covered up my sunspot, my dark under eye circles, and I didn't use a whole lot of product either. I have a little bit of veining around my nose, so I cover that up. And in general, I try not to use a lot of concealer, especially in summer, because I don't know, I feel like it just melts off anyway. But I feel like it's really good, and I don't even set it, to be honest. I'll use setting spray to set it, and then I just kind of blend my bronzer and my blush up into it so it doesn't have any weird lines going on. I bring a little bit up onto my eyelids, but yeah, honestly, I don't use any powder. I usually just use my blush or bronzer brush to kind of like, set it down, make it look more natural, blend it into the cheeks a little bit. So now with shadow, I decided to go back into my Aurora Lights palette by BH Cosmetics. I was really after the bright pinks and purples. I can't remember what I was wearing. I think maybe I was just trying to match it to my nails. But I felt like it was a pink purple kind of day. And I'm using those bright shades that I usually use when I make a look like this. And I have gone in and wet my brush beforehand so that the shadow goes on very vibrant and smooth. So when you wet your brush, usually I only use that type of method when I'm using like a metallic shadow or a shimmery shadow. Matte shadows, it doesn't work so well on. Matte shadows, you want to use them in the conventional way where you're blending the darker in to the outer corner or the inner crease. But with vibrant metallic and shimmery shadows, this process is amazing. It's something that I've been doing for a very long time. Actually, I think I started like when I was young and I did my makeup, this is what I would do. And I didn't know that there was any other way to do makeup. And I actually sometimes prefer it, especially because I like such bright colors on my eyes. I love color. I don't care what it is. I love the bright colors on my eyes. And it's just, I love the bright colored clothes, nail polish, shoes, anything. Like, I just think it's amazing. Okay, so now I decided to add a little bit of gold on the inner corner. I don't know what made me change my mind. I think I just wanted a little bit of brightness on the inner corner. So you can see this actually changes it quite a bit, but I do go back in with the pink brush and I kind of mix it in and blend it really well so that it doesn't look weird. But yeah, I felt like I needed a little bit of gold and maybe to match a little bit more of the lip color. There is a part in here where I kind of, I guess, don't show it. It's when I do my eyelashes, but I do add a different lip product on top, and I'll use the MAC Lipstick Breathing Fire. So it's a bright pink and it kind of matches the eyeshadow a bit more, just forewarning, because I don't actually show it, but I will leave that product listed below. So the only eyeliner other than the Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner I use on the top lashes is the Tarte Fake Awake liner to make my eyes appear bigger. And I know that we end pretty quick for this video, so we're lining the lids and we're going to get ready for lashes. So this is usually the step I take. I always line my upper lids if I'm going to put on a strip lash. Generally, I don't. If I'm using the Vise Beauty lashes, I don't line my eyelids because I feel like the lashes are already like vibrant enough. And because if you are taking off eyeliner, your eyelashes are going to come off as well, especially if you have a really good eye makeup remover. But so here I am just blending in that gold. So yeah, so I generally don't add eyeliner unless it's strip lashes or unless I'm just using plain mascara and I want a better you know, a darker lash line for my mascara. Sometimes I'll do that as well. So we're just blending out the shadow a little bit more here. I'm blending it out on the lower lash line as well. When I have a monotone look like this, I really love blowing it out all over. And I think it just looks beautiful. And these shadows, I don't know, BH Cosmetics did a bang up job of these baked shadows. They always go on vibrant, and I don't know why, but I never use all of the other colors in the palette. It called me crazy, but I always find myself like heading straight to this pink shade. So maybe one of these days I need to pick up on the other shades and see what they look like as well. Okay, so I'm just going back in with a clean brush here, blending out all of the edges so it looks completely natural and normal. Well, I guess I shouldn't say natural because this look isn't natural, but just so that there's no harsh lines and that it's blended out perfectly. Okay, so that is one of the tricks with any eyeshadow look really, is the blending part. You can add any eyeshadow color you want to your eyes, and if you blend it right, it'll look good. If you don't blend it, it's not going to look lovely. So here we go. We're adding on, oh, okay, I did show the lipstick. So I added on my lashes. I showed the lipstick there. It is very bright, and it's probably more pink than the shadow is, but I think it looks better than just the neutral color that I had before. And I think it looks so good. All right, so now I'm going in with my setting spray, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I do have another one of these, and I think it is my favorite product. As far as setting sprays are concerned, it leaves a glow. It sets your makeup. As you know, I don't use powder. I highly recommend that you pick up the setting spray if you're looking for a new one. So the very last step here is I'm adding the Fenty Stalk'r Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Caramel Cutie, like I talked about before. This is the product that will give me my final kind of glow, and that really helps to match my skin tone. So you can see my skin. It looks very glowy thanks to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It looks quite glowy, and this product actually takes a little bit of that away. So it is a matte bronzer, which I absolutely love. But that is it for this makeup look. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. See you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye.